Imagine losing the one person who gave your life meaning, the one person whose absence leaves a void so deep that no victory, no achievement, no thrill of action can ever fill it. That is the world we are thrown into in the final trailer of Marshals. Pain, loss, and heartbreak hit harder than ever before. This is not just another action story, it's a story of grief, vengeance, and the raw, unfiltered struggles of a man forced to confront everything he thought he had left behind. As the trailer unfolds, it hits you with a devastating truth. Nothing in Casey's life will ever be the same. And when the screen fades to black, all you can feel is the weight of his sorrow. But how deep does this tragedy go, and what will it cost him and everyone he loves along the way? Casey's life was never simple, but in the finale of Yellowstone, there was finally a glimmer of peace. For the first time in years, he allowed himself to hope, to believe that maybe, just maybe, happiness was possible. He found love, he had family, and he could almost imagine a future free of constant danger. But peace in Casey's world is fleeting, and the trailer for Marshals shatters that fragile hope in a heartbeat. The first images hit like a punch to the gut. A bed with white sheets, medication scattered carelessly beside it, and a silence that screams tragedy. Fans instantly realize what we all feared. Monica, the love of Casey's life, may no longer be part of this universe. And with her disappearance comes a storm that will reshape everything we thought we knew about him. The tragedy isn't just about losing someone, it's about losing the person who made life bearable, the person who made every risk worth taking. The trailer subtly hints at her passing, with Casey standing by a lonely grave on a windswept hill, eyes hollow, grief written on every line of his face. And then, a mysterious figure approaches at night, wrapped in a blanket, cloaked in shadow. Could this be Monica? Or is it just a cruel illusion, a final teasing glimpse of what is forever gone? The absence of her face is more than a cinematic choice. It's a statement. Her story is ending, and everything Casey has built his new life around is about to crumble. Her death is not just a personal loss, it's the catalyst for everything that comes next. Casey cannot stay still. He cannot grieve quietly. Pain demands action, and the trailer makes it clear that his path of sorrow will be fueled by a relentless drive to confront the dangers around him. Just like his days in the Navy SEALs, his grief transforms into a mission. But this mission is different. It's not about orders or medals, it's about vengeance, survival, and the desperate attempt to protect what little remains of his family. Every decision he makes, every confrontation, every choice will be weighed against the memory of the love he lost. Even Tate, his young son, is not spared from the fallout. The child has already endured a lifetime of trauma, kidnapping, violence, and the complex, often brutal world of the Yellowstone universe. Now, the loss of his mother adds a new layer of heartbreak that could shape him forever. The trailer hints at the struggles ahead. Kate's confusion, his anger, his fear. Casey's role as a father is thrust into the spotlight, forcing him to navigate the dangerous balance between duty and emotion. How do you protect a child when the world itself seems bent on tearing him apart? How do you guide someone through grief when you are drowning in it yourself? These questions hang over the series like a storm cloud, and the trailer promises that every answer will be paid for in blood, sweat, and heartbreak. But the shock doesn't end with personal loss. The trailer shows glimpses of Casey being called back into a world he thought he had left behind, the US Marshals. Pete Calvin, his former SEAL leader and now mentor, drags him back into the fray, reminding him that the past never truly stays buried. The bond between them is more than friendship. It is survival, trust forged in fire, and a loyalty that even grief cannot break. Every scene they share is charged with tension, with the unspoken understanding that each mission carries the shadow of Monica's death. Casey's fury, grief, and longing become the fuel for his actions, and it is this raw emotional energy that drives the trailer's intensity. And just when you think the heartbreak has peaked, the trailer drops another hint, a shadow of new relationships, new possibilities, but all set against the backdrop of loss. Two women appear with an undeniable interest in Casey. Andrea, with her Bronx grit and sharp instincts, and Belle, the mysterious ATF agent with secrets of her own. Are they distractions? Are they replacements? Or do they represent something more? An opportunity for Casey to confront his own ability to love again. The trailer refuses to answer, leaving viewers suspended in anticipation, wondering if Casey's heart can ever heal, or is he destined to remain trapped in grief and vengeance? Every frame, every cut in the trailer is designed to pull the audience into Casey's emotional turbulence.
From the quiet, lonely moments by the grave to the explosive bursts of action, it is clear that Marshals will not just entertain, it will immerse us in a story of loss, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of justice in a world that offers no second chances. But just as we begin to process the tragedy, the trailer leaves us with a question that chills to the bone. If everything Casey loves is at risk, what will he be willing to sacrifice to keep what remains?
Grief is a heavy burden, but in Casey's world, it becomes a weapon. The trailer makes it abundantly clear that the loss of Monica is not something he can passively endure. Her absence ignites a fire in him, one that pushes him toward a life he thought he had left behind. In Marshals, Casey's journey is not just about survival. It is about reclaiming control over a life that has been shattered. Every mission, every confrontation, every choice he makes is now intertwined with the pain of loss, and the stakes could not be higher. This is a man who has faced death in countless forms, yet nothing has prepared him for the relentless agony of losing the person who anchored his heart. The trailer repeatedly emphasizes the tension between Casey's longing for family and his instinct for justice. In one scene, he is pulled into a high-stakes operation, every muscle tense, every movement calculated. But beneath the surface, the trailer hints at the emotional struggle tearing him apart. His fatherly instincts clash with his thirst for retribution. He cannot save Monica, but he can protect Tate, and he can punish those who threaten the fragile remnants of his world. This duality, the soldier and the grieving lover, the father and the avenger, defines the series and makes Casey's journey more compelling than ever. The audience is left asking, can a man carry such immense grief without breaking entirely, or will the weight of loss consume him? Tate's role in this emotional landscape cannot be overstated. The young boy has endured a life of trauma, and now he is faced with a loss that could redefine his entire existence. The trailer offers glimpses of Tate struggling to navigate his grief, sometimes retreating into dangerous independence, other times confronting his father in moments of raw vulnerability. This dynamic sets up one of the most fascinating threads of the series. Casey as a father for the first time, forced to fill gaps he never had the chance to address. The trailer hints at moments of disconnection, moments of explosive tension, and yet also moments of fragile bonding. The series seems determined to explore not just the physical battles, but the psychological ones, highlighting that surviving the outside world is nothing compared to surviving the storm within. And then there is Pete Calvin. The trailer positions him as more than a mentor. He is a lifeline. Pete's presence reminds us that even the most broken men cannot face everything alone. He is there in the chaos, standing shoulder to shoulder with Casey, helping him navigate both operational challenges and the emotional turbulence caused by Monica's absence. The camaraderie between them feels organic, born of shared history, mutual respect, and unspoken understanding. Yet the trailer also hints that even this bond may be tested. In a world filled with danger and unpredictability, trust is fragile, and loyalty will be questioned. How much can Pete do to anchor Casey before the storm of grief and vengeance overwhelms him entirely? While the series builds on Casey's internal battles, it also sets the stage for external conflict that will push him to his limits. The trailer shows him facing criminals, conspiracies, and high-stakes law enforcement operations,